it is currently about 10 p.m. on Thursday night. So this vlog, which is for Friday, is actually being started the night before on Thursday night. So today on Thursday, I didn't film basically at all day. Partially I just kind of didn't feel like it, and this is my actual real vacation. I'm not being sponsored by Disney or anyone else to film this. I just film it because I really love filming, but today I just didn't really feel like it, and so I didn't really film much. Also, it wasn't a great day for filming because this morning we had a tour in the Magic Kingdom. We had the tour that is called the Marceline to Magic Kingdom Tour. Forgive me, it's late, I'm tired. We've been up since 6 a.m. and just got home just now. Our tour was from about 8 to like 11:30 or noon, something like that. And the tour is very focused on Walt Disney, less on like the operations of the park, which is more what the Keys to the Kingdom tour focuses on. If you've heard of that tour, that's one that we'd like to do, but we didn't want to set aside quite that much time on this trip for a tour. So this tour is definitely shorter, the one that we did today, which is the Marceline to Magic Kingdom tour. And basically the tour guide walked us all through the park. We got to get on a couple of different attractions. We got to go behind the scenes of the Haunted Mansion, which was super cool. Riley loved it because that's his favorite ride. And we just learned a lot about Walt and his family and stories and what inspired him and his legacy. And it was just like a really touching, really interesting tour. We both my husband and I just really enjoyed ourselves. We were in a group with a group of 20 total, including our tour guide. So our tour guide and then 19 of us guests, and I felt like it was a really nice manageable size, and we were able to navigate through the parks, learned a whole lot about several different attractions. It was just really interesting. So you can totally go look that up on the Disney website and learn more about it, or if you search Marceline to Magic Kingdom Tour Review on Google, that's what I always do when I'm interested in something for Disney, is I put the name of it and then put review and search it on Google. You will find endless blog posts about it. So that would be my review, is that yes, we think it was worth it. It was really fun. I felt like it was very doable because it wasn't like 8 hours long or something like that. We just did it in the morning from 8 to 11:30 or noon, and then after that we were able to kind of do our own thing. So for the afternoon and evening, we were in Magic Kingdom obviously for the tour. So we grabbed lunch in Magic Kingdom, just at a quick service. We rode a few rides and things that we wanted to ride, and then we got the monorail and went over to Epcot for the evening, walked around the World Showcase, did some shopping, and ate dinner at Beer Garden, which is in the Germany Pavilion. This is a restaurant that we have been interested in checking out for a long time, for like 2 years now, and just haven't made it there. So we finally made it there tonight. We had a really nice time going to Beer Garden tonight for dinner. It's, like I said, somewhere that we've been wanting to go, so we really liked it. That's my recap of today, of Thursday. Really good day, all around really fun, and we're looking forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow is our last full day, and since obviously this portion of recording will be combined with tomorrow's footage. Good morning. We are in 1900 Park Fair here in the Grand Floridian. It's quite loud in here. We wanted to try as many restaurants at the Grand as possible for this trip. So we decided to book breakfast here at the last minute, and it is a breakfast buffet. So we just have some coffee, and I'm gonna get some pog juice for sure, and then after that we'll go and choose our food. Good morning, everyone. We're here in Magic Kingdom now, and we have just been walking around the park enjoying it. It's pretty low crowd since it's still relatively early. Riley just rode Splash Mountain for the first time. How was it?
It was really great. It was huge. It was long. It took like 30 minutes.
He really didn't get very wet, and I would have ridden it if there was a guarantee that I wasn't gonna get very wet, but it's too chilly. It's too chilly for me if we're gonna get wet. But anyway, we have a few fast passes here in Magic Kingdom today. We had breakfast at 1900 Park Fair this morning. It was pretty good. The food was definitely good. It's very loud. very, very loud in there. So I think it would be great for people with kids. It's not somewhere that we'll return anytime soon, but with little kids, I think we would go back. Anyway, we are heading over to Winnie the Pooh. We have a fast pass for that. We haven't done that one yet. So we're gonna go do that. And then we have, I think, Buzz Lightyear and something else. We have a lunch reservation at Be Our Guest. So we're gonna eat lunch there. So it's gonna be, this is our last full day, sadly. So we're just trying to make the most of it. I have to say, the Grand Floridian is amazing when it comes to coming to Magic Kingdom. I mean, it takes like 10 minutes door to door to do the whole thing. So we're really, really enjoying that we can just pop over here any old time. And that's the update. Here's Riley in his natural habitat. Haunted Mansion and Memento Mori. We'll have to show you the souvenir he got from Memento Mori. He had a picture made where when you tilt it, it turns him into like a ghosty skeleton. Now we are walking into Fantasyland. I love Fantasyland, especially this Tangled area over here. I really wish they would make a Tangled ride or some kind of Tangled attraction because it's just one of my very favorite movies. But you can see the park's still pretty empty. It's about 10 o'clock now. The park's been open for an hour. There's certainly people here, but it is not nowhere near as crowded as we've seen it. So it's a pretty good morning so far. Peter Pan is closed right now for refurbishment, which is sad. It's such a sweet ride, but it's closed, so we can't ride it. But there's the barricades and there's the entrance. We're walking through Fantasyland and we see this Peter Pan float. A lot of people have been telling me to try it. It's lime soft serve with Sprite and a chocolate feather. We're gonna have to try that later because it's a new snack since the last time we came. Oh yeah. That looks good too. All right, on to Winnie the Pooh. Here we go. This line always has a pretty long wait, but the queue, the regular queue is super interactive for kids, so I think the kids have fun. There's like a honey wall and there's these vegetables you can pop up and down and all kinds of fun stuff. We're in the queue for Enchanted Tales with Belle, and if you look through the trees there, you can see Beast Castle. It's really, there you go. Right there. Anyway, this queue is so precious and just peaceful and cute. And the ride is basically like a show where they involve the kids and Belle comes out and the wardrobe sings. And anyway, it's really sweet. We always try to do it if we have the time, and the line is quite short right now, so we're gonna do it.
Are you ready? Super. Now, you have the hardest part of all. Throughout the entire tale, don't move. I'm joking. You will be our first. Please be our girl. Belle realized that the beast was not mean or cruel.
Is this a video?
Yeah.
Oh. Belle and I, she asked me to guard her, and I did, and she said I did a good job. So.
We're riding Dumbo. Not a thrilling ride, but a really good view. We're back at Storybook Treats to try that Peter Pan float I was talking about earlier. Alright, we got the Peter Pan float. It's a lot more bright green in person than it's showing up on camera, but it's lime soft serve with Sprite on the bottom and a chocolate feather. So we will let you know what we think. Well, suffice to say, we loved it. That was super delicious. If you like lime, you will absolutely love it. We We are in Be Our Guest for lunch. We didn't think we were going to get there on this trip, but we found a last minute reservation for this afternoon, so it's like 1 o'clock on Friday. And we're waiting in line to place our order, but this is the coolest castle. We just love it. We're really excited to be able to get to eat here this trip. We are eating in Be Our Guest, and we've never eaten in this room before. It's kind of like creepy and dark. But Riley's always wanted to eat in here, so we decided to eat in here for today's lunch. For lunch, we both got the same thing. We got the prime rib on a baguette with French fries, and this is au jus to dip it in. And then I wanted to try the French onions. Well, I think I've had it before. I wanted the French onion soup because I absolutely love French onion soup. Riley got the same thing, and then of course we, excuse me, of course we got a gray stuffed cupcake. So that's our lunch today. Are you happy we're eating in this room?
Yeah, I always wanted to eat in here.
It is really cool.
Yeah.
Here's the enchanted rose in the corner of this room.
Your answer to us should never be whatever. Yeah.
So here's the West Wing. Oh, West Wing is a TV show. This is the East Wing. And we're sitting over in that corner there. And then in here is the ballroom. I love it in here. We're on Space Ranger Spin and I'm useless at this game, but Riley maxed his score!
Not even halfway done.
Yeah! Wow! We are sitting in Liberty Square behind the Christmas shop here, and the Festival of Fantasy Parade is gonna go right over, you know, the bridge and everything, so we'll get to see it. Obviously, you know, this isn't the best seat in the house because you can't, you know, you're not right up close, but we've already seen this parade. Yesterday we saw it right up close. Here you can see the dancers are starting to come down the line. So it's not important to us to be able to see all the little details, but we just like, you know, hearing the music and seeing some of the big floats. So if you're the same, this is a really good spot. There's no one back here. It's a really clear view. You'll see in a second once the float comes. You really can see everything really well. And it's cool. There's ample seating and you're not like clustered with 60,000 other people. So just a little thought. Here comes the float. So you can totally see it from back here. And like these people even have a better seat than us, but we're just kind of chilling because we've already seen it. I love this parade. Every single time I see it, it makes me cry watching all the little girls see their favorite princesses, wave at them. Like, oh, it's the sweetest, sweetest thing. So there you go. We're having such a fun day. Maleficent was removed from the parade for a while there because of some malfunctions, and she is back, but she was not in the parade yesterday, so we're excited to see her today. This is actually such a good spot because the bridge, you can see the bridge right here. Obviously no one can line up on the bridge, so if you're standing where like all these people are standing against the railing here in Liberty Square, you get like a crystal clear view of the floats, which is pretty awesome. So I stand by that this is a good place to watch the parade from if you don't need to be right up close. Hey guys, it's about 5:05 or so, and we are actually about to go and meet up with a husband and wife team who do stunning videography and photography, and their company name is Hey Team Kelly, and I originally found them on Instagram. And we've kind of gone back and forth, and we ended up booking a 30-minute session with them here at the Grand Floridian while we're here. So I just put on a dress, and I'm sure I'll share pictures when we receive them back. Obviously we have to go take the pictures now, and then, you know, they have to edit them and all of that, but we are just really looking forward to it. So I'm going to leave their information below. I'll leave their website link below, as well as their Instagram page below. From the communication that I've had so far with them, they have been just superb. Very, very professional, very easy to work with, very clear. It's been really nice. So we just want to get some photos of the two of us. We got photos taken during like a little very short, like 20-minute mini session in December for Christmas cards, but we were and they were adorable. We really liked them, but we were in like full out Christmas heavy clothing. And so I'm really excited to get some, not only just to get some photos taken at Disney, some taken at the Grand, since this has been a long time coming. This kind of trip is just, we've been dreaming about it for a long time. And also just in like less seasonal outfits, let's say that. So anyway, we're gonna go meet up with them and get a few pictures taken around the grounds of the Grand Floridian, and then we have plans for this evening and we're gonna go jump in and do those. Hello from space. I just look super blue. Why am I an avatar right now? So we just finished up taking photos with Hey Team Kelly. They are the sweetest, best people ever. You will absolutely love them. If you want to get photos taken of you and your spouse, or you and your family, or if you want a video created, or both, you need to call these wonderful people. They were so fun to work with. They had us cracking up. We laughed the whole time. We were completely comfortable. They helped pose us. We walked all around the Grand and took photos. Just like truly joyful people to be around. And I just highly, highly, highly recommend you guys booking. We haven't even gotten our photos back yet, but just the experience was amazing. This is not sponsored. This was something that I set up on my own, and just wonderful people. You will love working with them, and I can't wait to share the photos that they took of us once they come back. It was just a really, really good experience, a really positive experience. So and I felt like their rates were very reasonable, because photography is something that takes a long time. I mean, they're coming out to location, helping pose us, all of that, and then they're also editing. So if you want more information, pricing, dates, everything like that, again, their website will be linked below, and you can send them a contact inquiry form there. But great people to work with. We had so much fun. Literally, we had to take smile breaks because we were just laughing. And so we had to stop so that our cheeks could rest, because we were like getting into that smile where it looks super fake. So anyway, so tonight we have a reservation at Narcoossee's, which is a stunning restaurant here at the Grand Floridian. And it's a place that we have really wanted to try, and we've been really looking forward to trying. However, we have eaten so much food on this trip, and to be honest with you, neither of us we're just not interested in sitting down and having another meal. We really just want to go and be in the parks walking around, and yeah, so we're gonna cancel our reservation, as counterintuitive as that might sound, and hopefully we'll go to Narcoossee's on our next trip. I'm almost positive that last year we had maybe a California Grill reservation on our last night, and I'm pretty sure last year we canceled it as well, because by the last night it's like you've eaten so much in Disney and you really just want to be in the parks for your last night. So I need to note to self, don't book dining on the final night, just go eat in the parks. So I think we're gonna go back over to Magic Kingdom for the evening and spend some time there and watch Happily Ever After. But Hey Team Kelly, fabulous people, so fun to work with, just really easy to get along with and be around. Highly recommend them if you're interested in getting some photos taken of you and your family while you're on your Disney World vacation. We are heading out of Magic Kingdom now after a wonderful night. We didn't do anything spectacular or different really or crazy. We just rode a couple of rides we love and walked around the park. We got Dole Whip floats, and yeah, it's just been like such a nice last evening, very, very relaxing. So we're gonna head back to our resort now after so much fun. This is my Main Street at night. It's like one of my very favorite things in the world. The park just closed, so there's like a mass of people coming out, but it's just so cozy to walk around, shop, and everything else. So sad to be leaving tomorrow, but it has been such a fantastic trip that I can hardly complain. Good morning, guys. It's Saturday, February 2nd. It is our final day here in Disney. We depart this evening at 7:25 p.m. We just finished packing. I don't know, where are our suitcases? There's one. Well, we're like 98% finished packing. We're just gonna do one final sweep of the room and then put everything else away. It's a sad morning, but you know, it's been nice. On the previous 2 trips, maybe even the previous 3 trips, we have booked a 8 a.m. pre-park opening breakfast reservation on our final day just to get the maximum amount of time. But it has left us, it's just exhausting because you get up, we're getting up at like 6 a.m. on those days, getting completely packed, completely ready, checking our bags in, going into the parks almost all day, and then flying home. And then once we get home, we have about an hour drive home. And so after that, we're like, let's not do that this trip. This trip overall has definitely been more restful and just more relaxing because that's really what we needed this time. We still had all the fun at Disney, but just a little bit less craziness. So it is about 10:30 a.m. right now. We've been up for a couple of hours, just kind of packing, getting ready, pulling ourselves together. I'm wearing my new Disney Spirit jersey, which I love, but I wanted to show you what I had planned to wear today because it's available in my Etsy shop and I thought some of you might want to go snag one. So this is one of my airplane mode tees that I sell in my Etsy shop. It is embroidered to say airplane mode, and it is a long sleeved Comfort Colors t-shirt, and it comes in some really gorgeous colors. It comes in like a beautiful purple and like a gray, a variety of colors, so you can go and check those out if you want. But I wanted to share that with you in case you are interested. And I will put a coupon code up across the bottom here for you to use if you decide to purchase that or anything else from my Etsy shop. Make sure you just go check it out. There's always a link in the description box below, but it's also just blairlambdesign.com. So there's a little shameless plug from me to you. I was planning on wearing that today for our airplane trip home, but I got my Spirit jersey, and so I wanted to wear that instead for our last day. I showed a little bit of footage at the beginning of the vlog of this giant, beautiful crane that's right outside our window. Can you see him? He's been out there for hours. I mean, ever since we woke up, he's been out there. So it's been really cool. We've just been watching him all morning while we're getting packed up. And thankfully, Disney's doing this reusable bag thing. Do you see those reusable bags? Thankfully, because we need one. So we're stuffing that with all of our shopping that we have gotten done on this trip. And then from there, we're going to check them in with Bell Services until our flight later today. So our plan today is to head into Magic Kingdom. We have to get on the Magical Express at 4 p.m., but that's still quite a long day. So we're hoping to be in the Magic Kingdom in the next hour or so, and then we'll have another about 5-ish hours to spend there, riding rides, doing whatever we want before we have to take the monorail or the boat back over to the Grand Floridian so that we can board our Magical Express bus at 4. That's the story. That's what's going on. I'll check in with you guys later as we kind of make our way through this last final day. Departure day is always a little bit sad, but it's been such a great trip that I just can't complain. All right, we got all our bags checked in with airline resort check-in, and now we are in Tomorrowland in Magic Kingdom at the Joffrey's here. This is by far our favorite chain coffee company. It's just so delicious. So we're gonna grab some coffee before we start our last day here. We just got a notification that our flight was delayed by 20 minutes because of weather, so we'll have to keep an eye on that and see kind of how that turns out. But we're just so excited to be here. The weather today is the best it's been all week long. It is beautiful, 75 degrees, breezy and warm. I wish we could have had this for some other days, but I'm grateful we get it today. So we got our coffee. I got an iced Love Struck latte. It seems like it's a Valentine's Day special, but it has dark chocolate, caramel, and coconut. Super delicious. And Riley got the shaken Jamaican cold brew. He's super happy with that. So we're just sitting here in the shade in Tomorrowland and kind of planning out our day. There's nothing that we have to do. Well, obviously there's nothing that we have to do. There's nothing that's like at the tippy top of our bucket list. We've done everything else. So it's just kind of about enjoying the day and enjoying the atmosphere. And we're gonna try some snacks and things like that. For lunch, I popped over to Sleepy Hollow. I've always wanted to try this. It's spicy chicken and coleslaw on a waffle, and then they have homemade chips, and Riley went to Casey's Corner, and he's gonna meet me here. So we're sitting on the hub grass eating lunch, and I unfortunately do not care for this spicy chicken coleslaw waffle. I've always wanted to try it, so I'm glad I tried it, but it's not for me. I just don't care for it. Riley got a big hot dog from Casey's, which he absolutely cares for.
I care a lot.
He loves it. And someone just got engaged. A couple just got engaged on Main Street, so it's a good day. I love sitting on the hub grass. It's such a nice place to just chill and people watch and eat, and everyone's just kind of doing their thing. The Dapper Dans are singing down here, and we're having our last look. We're about to head back to our resort to leave, but it's been such a beautiful trip and such a nice day, last day today here at Magic Kingdom. We're saying goodbye to the Grand right now, about to board the Magical Express bus. This is the most stunning and beautiful day. I so wish we could stay for another, I don't know, I could be here for another while longer, but we're just so grateful. This trip has been so good. This hotel and the staff have treated us so well. It's just beautiful. So goodbye, Grand Floridian. We'll see you again later.